and welcome to Sue's Quick and Easy St. Patty's Day edition. I wanted to do a Colcannon recipe for you guys last year, and I had never done it myself, but things got hectic and I never did it. So this St. Patty's Day, I'm doing it for you guys. This is a first for me of making this, so I hope I do it justice. Hello, and welcome to Sue's Quick and Easy Leprechaun edition. Actually, it's a St. Patty's Day edition, and I wanted to show you my version of Colcannon. What I've got going here in my crock pot is a 3-pound petite pork roast. I know it's St. Patty's Day and I'm not doing corned beef today, but we're using roast pork for our Colcannon today. So there is that. I have the crock pot set for 8 hours. This has been cooking for 2 hours just on its own, and I'm going to add some stuff to it now. What I've got here is 7 potatoes, and it doesn't matter how you cut them. The objective is just to get them in here, get them cooking, and get them soft. Because we're going to be smashing them up later for my Colcannon. So I'm just going to half these, put them in. You want a cup of water, because this pork just doesn't have a lot of broth coming out of it right now. You want some water to kind of soak your potatoes in. And your cabbage is going, oh, that was almost an accident. Hope this is recording. Yeah, so you're going to want enough liquid to cook your taters and your cabbage in. These are slick in my cutting board. I've just washed everything up, so hopefully I do not lose a finger this St. Patty's Day. Wish me luck, guys. Give me some of that Irish luck. Okay, so potatoes are in. What we're going to do now is we're just going to cut up some cabbage nice and fine, or bite-sized pieces, or whatever, however big your mouth is. That's about the size of the cabbage chunks that you want in there, right? Okay. And this is a little petite cabbage head too. It's like a dome head, cone head. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut it across like this, and then just, you know, get it whittled down to bite-sized pieces. I won't show all that excitement right now, though, because it's not too exciting. And puppy's outside listening to the rain. Okay, so this is what we're doing. I'm just going to cut this into bite-sized pieces, add it to the crock, let this cook for about 6 more hours, and then I'll come back and make some yummy Colcannon for you. As you guys can see, I've got that crock pot stuffed to the brim, or to the rim, with brim. So hopefully that will cook down. Yes, it will cook down, because the cabbage will definitely cook down. Now here's a little tip. If you would like to use kale or some other kind of green other than cabbage in here, you may do so. We're just happen to be doing cabbage because we love cabbage, but we like kale too. Well, anyways, use what you want. Okay, so what we have done, I took the meat out of here, and the potatoes and cabbage are really fully cooked. I'm going to take my slotted spoon, and I'm just going to start dishing up some of the cabbage and some of the potatoes into my colander, and then I'm just going to leave it sitting just like this. So I'm not going to bore you with that, but that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm up to. I'll be back. Okay, while that is draining, I'm going to show you a quick tip on what I do with butter when you want to make melted butter. I happen to have like a 1-pound tub of I can't believe it's not butter, and I just think to myself, is that weird to have a pound of non-butter on your kitchen counter? I don't know. Anyways, and you know, I got to tell you a little story too. Well, I'm opening my butter. My back, I just like threw it out. It is all wonky. I can barely even walk. I have had to extend the 5-second rule to the 30-second rule, I swear, because that's how long it takes me to bend over to pick something up and then put it in my mouth afterwards. I do try to dust it off a little bit on the way back up, if it's any consolation to any of you out there. Maybe not. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get a couple tablespoons of butter, and you want to put it in a microwave safe dish. That's what you want to do. Yeah. And then, as you guys know, I love garlic, and I'm not even peeling this garlic. This is about 6 or 7 cloves. you put that in the microwave for about 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do with it. My husband was really trying to Naan butter me up when he brought this one home. Set that aside, and here, after 1 minute and 30 seconds, this is what I got. Melted butter with the garlic, and the peels are still on, but look, it's just really, really simple to peel off. And just toss it in your nearest trash receptacle. Well, that one's not coming off. You might have to squish that one. Oh yeah, sure. I want to pick a garlic that won't perform. Okay. Story of my life. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to pick one that wants to be peeled. And it usually comes off really simple, just like that. And like I said, just toss the peelings wherever. Sometimes you can even just push down with your fork and the peelings will come off too. I hate peeling garlic. Garlic peeling and all that kind of nonsense is such a stressful thing for me. So any way that I can find to do it that's a little bit easier, I will take it. And now, you guys, if I like to keep the whole or half cloves in here, but if you want and you have a big piece like this, you can either mash it with your fork, or you can cut it into little tiny pieces if you're not that into garlic. You can do what you want with it. You can shape it, cut it, whatever. But I just happen to like garlic a whole lot. So if it's like a whole clove in there, and since it's cooked and it's soft and delicate and yummy, I'll just take it whole cloves or whatever. You know, I'm a woman like that. So I'm just going to finish doing this and come back in a second to finish showing you how I'm going to get this potato mixture and how I'm going to use this beautiful melted garlic butter. Okay, so these potatoes and the cabbage been chilling, hanging out, draining over there. I took my reserved meat and put it in the juices. I took half of the meat and cut it into bite-sized pieces. And why am I doing this with my hands with hot veggies when I should be doing it with a slotted spoon? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get this in here and we're going to start to mashing. She did the mash. She did the Colcannon mash. And this is going to be a tedious process because I don't have anything shiny and metallic that's going to do this for me. Just this. So I'll be back when I got all those mashed up and continue on with this process. Now that I've got these mostly mashed, these would be considered smashed potatoes at this point instead of mashed potatoes, which I would be perfectly fine with, but hubby, he's a slave driver. He wants mashed. So I gotta keep going. I'm gonna add a little bit of buttermilk. Buttermilk. And I was wondering, do you guys know, like, what's a female leprechaun called? Seriously. A leprechauness or what? Like, let me know. I'm really interested. Okay, buttermilk in, and I gotta mash, and hubby won't help me. Can you mash, honey? No. Okay.
The answer is an egg.
Going half mashed, half smashed Colcannon potatoes over here. I ain't doing it no more, honey. I can only beat it so much. My arm is tired. Seriously, I'm not fucking joking. Okay, so, yeah, my arm is tired. I can't do no more. So it's half smashed and half mashed potatoes. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to take a couple pieces of really crispy bacon, because usually when people make Colcannon, they love the crispy bacon in it. We just happen to be doing a combo because my husband likes meat. And so we're doing a little bit of bacon and some pork. I cut up half of the pork in bite-sized pieces, but I'm not going to use that much in the Colcannon, because it might be a little, shit. Who cares about excessive? Okay, so we got all the pork in there, and this is going to be a very meaty, very meaty Colcannon. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to plate it up using this plate that I cooked the bacon on. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to show you. It's not going to be like the most fancy thing, but we're going rustic. Remember what I told you guys about rustic? make it look all rustic. And what you're going to want to do, now what some people do is they make like a volcano and they put the melted butter right inside and it looks all fancy and all that kind of stuff. We don't got time for fancy here, my dears. I got to get going. So I'm going to do like a rustic mountain man application for my mountain leprechaun. And so I just plated it real nicely. I did forget to salt and pepper the whole works. So that's what I'm going to do now while it is on the plate. And that's okay. And then I am going to just take some of this beautiful, wonderful garlic butter. And I'm just going to drizzle this right finely over the top. And it's kind of leaking off to one side. So that's just sometimes the way it goes. You just kind of have to reshape your plate and just work with it. Besides, we're going kind of rustic. It don't have to be all fancy. Hence my long hair that's sticking out of there. Okay, so then what we're going to do is, just for decorative purposes, how about a piece of bacon sticking out on each side, like that. It's like a prelude to Easter. It reminds people that Easter's coming up. And the last final finishing touch before this is finished is I'm going to take my vegetable scissors and I'm going to just cut off a little bit of cilantro on here. And we also have parsley. And I don't think I'm even going to use it. I'm just going to do cilantro. So anyways, there's my take on Colcannon. It's by no means what everybody else does. It's just Sue's quick and easy way. So thanks for joining me, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Happy St. Patty's Day. Bye.
Action.
Okay, well, I'm a bit frazzled. How can you have the Colcannon without the Naan? Duh. Am I stupid? Oh, yeah, and I did have to melt a little bit of, I'm balancing this on my boob. What the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing balancing it on my boob? Okay, here is the... Okay, well, I decided to melt a little bit of chipotle cheese on my Colcannon. And plus, the most important part, how can you have Colcannon without the Naan? So I had a little garlic butter left, and I ended up putting this in the skillet and cooking some Naan to go along with it. Because you can't have Colcannon without the Naan. And if you haven't tried Naan, do yourself a favor, let me tell you. It's some good stuff. But on to the main course. With the buttermilk, the pork, the cabbage. I was wondering, what is that consistency? That's not a meat. Is that pork? No, that was cabbage. Oh, I love it. Meat, butter, garlic, potatoes. I mean, you just can't go wrong with this Irish dish. Try it. You'll like it. Happy St. Patty's Day to you all. Bye-bye.